everyone. Welcome to the Book Yard Podcast TV. Yeah, and this is your host, Adela Sonola. And today we're going to be talking about how to market and make sales from your book. We've said your first book, so if it's not your first book, it could be your second book, it could be your third book, but how to make sales from the books that you write. This podcast TV channel, we talk about writing, self-publication. We talk about your creative juice, in coming up with your storyline, plots, everything about writing, self-publication, about being an author, about everything, So before I dive into the topic for today, if you ever have any questions in relation to the things I talk about, send me an email on questions@adiolasanola.net. If I'm able to answer it, fine. If not, I'll get someone in the industry to help me with it or do my own research and then get back to you. So today I'm going to give you tips on how to make sales from your books or your book. So the first thing, and it's been around from centuries, passed down from centuries to centuries, is word of mouth. So when you've written your book, tell everyone you know about it. People in your religion setting, people in your school, if you're in school, if you're at university, family, friends, gym buddies, social gathering. Anyway, just tell people. I'm usually very shy in telling people that I'm an author. I'm trying to overcome that shyness, to just let people know and direct them to where they can buy my books. Sometimes they say it's good to have your books with you so that you can sell it to people. I don't do that because in the past I used to order my books in bulk, and I realized that I ended up giving quite a lot away. I just give them away, when I'm invited to schools to speak. When I see people, I just give my books away. So now I don't order them in bulk to keep, but give people, I show them where they can buy it, and hopefully they go and make their purchases there. The second point or way of selling your book is to have book signing events. Book signing event is just telling people that you could get in touch with your local newspaper to say, look, there is this local author who's written this book. I'm going to do this. Come and cover it. So what you then do is rent a hall, tell everybody I've mentioned in that first tip, your school, your university, your religion setting, your colleagues, your neighbors, everyone, your gym buddies, tell them you're having a book signing event. And if you can advertise it, maybe put it on your social media platform, um, get your books. You have to order in bulk at that point where you see people come, you can tell stories about you, how you started writing, and people can support you in buying your books, and you can sign, if you want that. The third point is that you can have like a book launch. Book launch is sort of more formal because book launch you have to have a chairman. Well, not necessarily anyway. You have to have chief launcher, chairman, people that come and talk, and you invite all those people again that I mentioned in number one to come and support you, family, friends, colleagues, people in your school, your university, your neighbors, invite them to come. And you talk about yourself, you read from your book, people can ask you questions. If you have people that have sort of written, a forward to your book, you can invite them to talk about your book, and how why they find it interesting. Just make it as interactive as possible. And this just gives people an opportunity to know what your book is all about, and then you signpost them to where they can buy the books. If you have copies with you on that day, people can buy, by way of support, and to support you. And I think what is important is that when you're having your book signing event or your book launch, it's very important you try and get the information of all of the people attending, because these people will be the people that form part of your mailing list. Because everything about what you do is about building that little community where you have your immediate family who are your supporters to, your book writing. And when new books are coming out, they can read in advance and, give you tips on your maybe covers and point out mistakes in your books. Also, you can sort of take advantage of social media. So social media, I have quite a lot of platforms, and including my Bookyard podcast TV is a way of letting people know me and knowing more, because when they know you, they know about your books. People are curious, and they then go to wherever your books are sold and they buy them. So for me, you can go on my website, www.atsonola.com, or go on Amazon. All my books are there for you to buy, and you can use that to support me. So your social media website. So I've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've got this book here, podcast TV that I'm doing. And which one have I got again? So I've got, so many. So, it's a way of drawing attention to the author to say, look, this author does exist. And this is what she does when she's not doing her day job. She writes books. These are the books she's written. It's just to engage with the community and sort of get them to know you. And in knowing you, people are curious. They want to say, okay, let's see what she's written. Is she a good writer? So sometimes out of curiosity. But they say, even if your book is not good, I was told, actually, I learned that the London Book Fair, that bad publicity is better than nothing. I'm not sure about that, because they say some people write bad books, but because people talk about it a lot, it actually draws attention and they sell. Isn't that interesting? So another way you can sort of make sales from your book is making sure your books are in the relevant places where they can be sold. So bookshops, necessary platform on Amazon. It could be on Lulu. It could be on Kobo. It could be Kindle. Hard copy. Make it available in all formats. Because in my journey, that was one of the things I learned, that making it available in hard copy actually restricts the range of people that can buy my book, because some people prefer to listen to books. So I've made my books into audio. Well, one is out, the other two they have been worked on in the background, being finalized. So make it available in hard copy, make it available in Kindle, make it available in audio. It is a lot of money that you spend. Unfortunately, that is a story of a self-published author. But the more formats your book are available for the general community, the more sales you will make. Because if somebody doesn't like reading hard copies, they can download it on their Kindle. If they don't like Kindle and just like to listen, so they are going for their workout, they're in the gym, they are driving their car, in the kitchen cooking, whatever, on the train, in the bus traveling, they can actually listen to your book. So part of a way of making sure that you actually sell a lot is making your books or book available in as many formats as possible. Also, you can engage professionals to help you. It's expensive, but unfortunately, this is what we have to do. So there are a lot of marketing companies out there who can help you. You pay them, and then you can sort of try them maybe for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. When you pay them, they help you with your marketing, just to bring it in to different communities and let people see it. Some of the things I've done, I've used Facebook marketing. I think I've used Instagram. I'm not too sure. I've used Amazon, to sort of market my book. I've gone on Fiverr actually and used one or two people. It's like putting it out there so that people see the books, and then it comes to the attention of someone, maybe a big publisher in the industry, and they're like, oh, we want to acquire the right. So in addition to people buying your books, is making sure that deal makers actually notice you. And when they notice you, obviously the possibility of you making more sales is very possible. Because I'm doing this, I've not sold a lot yet, But I'm not giving up on the dream, and I keep doing what I'm doing so that one day when it clicks, everything becomes it's like, oh my god, all the effort was not in vain. So you have to keep spending money, bringing your books to people's attention. Another thing you can do is link up with your local radio station. People tell me this, I haven't done it anyway. No, I did actually. I wrote them a while ago. They didn't respond. So I'm hoping to follow up on that. So link up with your local radio station. Just let them know an author is here. Let them invite you for one of their shows. You go there to go and talk. Go to schools. I get invited to schools to talk about my books. But like I said before, for me anyway, the disadvantage for me of going to all of the for to go into the schools is that maybe because I go to primary schools, I end up just giving out my books free. But the fact is that even if you don't give out your books free, the parents are aware of you. The children can talk about, oh, this author came to my school. Her name is Adiola Sonola, and you can create that ripple effect because it's the more people that know, the more people that talk about you and your books, and the more ripple effect that you create, and people can then know and talk about you. And don't be shy to have leaflets. So one of the things I have as well, I have a few leaflets I've printed. It's a pity that somebody made the comment to me that, oh, when people collect this, they put in the dustbin. But what can you do? It's part of the marketing strategy. So you have bookmarks, you have leaflets, give it out to people. It's actually interesting because on Saturday, when I was coming back from my boot camp, I went to pick up some of my clothes from dry cleaner. And the dry cleaner was like, oh, you're the lady that writes again. Isn't that you? I said, yeah. She said, how come I've never seen your leaflets? Oh, put some here so that when people come, I can talk about you. I was like, oh my God, thank you. And that's why I say, you need people in your community need to know you and know what you do. I think a few of my neighbors know that I write, but I'm sometimes shy to tell the others. So you need to be your own loudspeaker because without people knowing what you do, they cannot support you. So after speaking to the my dry cleaners, actually, I came back home, grabbed some leaflets and some bookmarks. I drove back and dropped some with him. And I was like, oh, yeah. And he was telling me, oh, I know somebody called this person is very popular. He's done this and that. I'll introduce you to him. So, ripple effect of somebody knowing about what you do and telling other people. So, you are the face of your book. You need to put in the effort for the marketing. But as an author, I say all the time that I just like to write. I like to be creative. I like to write. Everything that comes after that, I hate it. But we don't have a choice but to do it because if people don't know your books exist, nobody's going to buy it. No one cares about you because the world now is there's so much information out there that, you have TikTok. I'm on TikTok actually. I've not started using it. So that's one of the things I'm going to work on to, be there. It was quite interesting because when I went to the London Book Fair, I went to the TikTok stand and they were like, oh, come and do the TikTok dance. When you do it, we'll put it on put it on our website and we send it to you. You can send it to people. It will go viral. I told them, oh, I'll come back. I was like, oh, what does the dance look like? They showed me the dance on YouTube, and I thought, oh my God, I can't make a fool of myself doing this. But I said to them, don't worry, I'll go away and come back. I went away, I came back, and I told them, I'm sorry, I can't do it. So it's things like that. If it's up your street to do TikTok dance or whatever to draw attention to yourself and your books, why not? Go for it. Do the dance, put your name there, put your books there, and people will come and sort of embrace it and buy it. I think the main thing is making sure that people buy. And one of the things I've learned from people as well is that when you are telling your community to buy your books, make sure you send them a link that they can just click on and it takes them to the page where they're ordering the books. Because a lot of people have told me that, oh, people, you sent me your website, we were just wandering around on your website, we didn't know where to go. It could be an excuse because if I want to buy something, I buy it. But what I'm saying is that when you respond to feedback, make it easy for people or easier to know where to get your books from. And don't be shy in telling people. I went for a course a long time ago And one of the things was for board of directors, and all of the people in the room were directors. So when we were about 10 on the course. It was I was learning about the governance of being an executive director and what you needed to do. So it was very high level. But before we started, the guy was like, okay, tell us about yourself, what you do in your career and what you do as a hobby. And I told them I was a solicitor. I am a solicitor, and this is what I do. When I'm not a solicitor, I write books, and everybody went and we did the first course. So during the coffee break, the presenter, the guy that was running the course, who is a chartered accountant, he came to meet me and said, "Oh, you said you're an author." I said, "Yes, I am." It was like, "Where are your books?" I was like, what do you mean? He said, everywhere you go, take your books with you. Because he said to me, what you could have done when you came for this course is randomly just leave your books on your table, and people will come and ask, oh, what books are those? And it gives me an opportunity to talk about the book. So seriously, I'm learning. I'm learning every day. But the thing is that I'm sort of shy sometimes as well to talk about my books. But if people don't know about your books, they're not going to buy it. So market your books, advertise them, use social media, use all of the platforms you can. If you can't do it, get help. And sometimes we think that marketing is expensive, but I've been told that it's all about starting small and being consistent. It's a lot of money that we spend. If I think about how much I've spent on my books and marketing and all of that, you'll probably want to just, maybe give me a slap to say, why are you doing this? But I cannot give up on my dream. I have to keep doing what I know how to do. And this is writing books. And in writing the books, I want to share the story with other people to be able to enjoy it. If they don't know about it, how am I sharing it? So that is what we need to do. Just keep doing it. And you are the brand of your book. You are the author. People need to know about you. People need to know about your books. Get help if you need it. There are so many marketing companies out there. You can go on Fiverr, it's cheap. Get somebody to do it. I must say that some people have been told by some friends that they've been scammed on Fiverr or other platforms. So know who you're working with. I've used Fiverr. I haven't been scammed. And it wasn't a lot of money I paid, but I was just, adding to the ripple effect of people knowing about my books and knowing about me. So tell people, use your social media account, which is cheap and easy. Use Facebook, use Instagram, pay for ads on Amazon if you have to. And if you're not sure of what you're doing, go on the internet and research it. If you have any questions, email me on questions at adeolasonola.net. So this is the end of episode 6. I hope you picked up one or two tips or tricks on how to sell or market your book. So this is the Bookyard Podcast TV. This is your host, Adeola Sonola. So don't forget to go on my website, www.atsonola.com. You are my little community. Go there, register your name, put your name down for my newsletters and events and things that I'm doing. And I'll be happy to welcome you as one of my main supporters. So thank you. Bye bye. Until we see you again. Take care. Bye.
Thanks for joining Adeola on this journey. She looks forward to exploring the world of self-publishing with you. Make sure to subscribe to The Bookyard and join in every week for a new episode. Until next time, keep writing and keep dreaming big.